All right. Well, okay. It's time to start this Throwback Thursday. How y'all feeling tonight? Oh, yeah. Here it is. The sorry about that. The Daily Go Getimism Show, Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. And tonight we are talking about your stuck up musical and movie choices. Your stuck up musical and movie choices. What do you know? What do you know about being bougie as far as the music that you listen to, the movies that you watch, the books that you read, the culture that you cultivate, the things that you allow to come into your life and motivate you or um or influence you musically, visually, the things that you're influenced by in the media. And we are all influenced by something in the media. There's nothing to be ashamed of. But do some of us take it to another level? And do we become stuck up, conceited? Do we become a different kind of person, a different kind of animal based on what we think is good music or a good flick or a good read? Or do we act funny towards people who don't really get into that kind of stuff? You know what? Listen, remember, I think it was last week. I don't know, y'all. It seems like these days go by so fast. So pardon me if it seems like my 52-year-old ass is already having senior moments, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Was it last week? I think it was last week that I was telling y'all about when I was dating this girl who had never listened to an album before. Remember, I was telling y'all I was dating this girl who had never listened to a complete album before. Like, she listened to a lot of artists, but she had never listened to a complete album before. She had never sat down and listened to an album. Well, I got to thinking about that show and I said, wait a minute. Did I go bougie? Did I go bougie on the chick? Like, did I look down at her? Did I judge her unfairly because she had not done something that I took for granted should be done by everybody, especially at a certain age? Maybe yes, maybe no. It's all an opinionated type of thing, but that's one of the things that motivated me to do a show like this because and I know that there are some people and maybe even ourselves who get a little bit snooty when it comes to the music that we listen to, because the music is the thing that soothes the savage beast. Be like, listen, I'm having a hard day, but I'm about to put my headphones on and it's about to go down. Yes, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. I'm about to zone out. I gotta get out and away from the people that try to play me. I ain't trying to do this now. I need to put these headphones for right now, or I'm about to have me a little cow. And you understand. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, sometimes we get into disagreements, we get into arguments, we we get into little tiffs about what we think is a good song, a good album, a good artist, a good movie. You done had them arguments before. Which one of y'all gonna tell me that y'all haven't had an argument over a musical artist that you thought was really good, really talented, and somebody else came along and said that they wasn't all that? And you like, excuse me? What you mean? Who ain't all that? First of all, what we not gonna do is we not gonna have nobody telling me that Prince wasn't one of the greatest musicians ever. He could play every single instrument. I don't care whether you liked his songs or not. You're not gonna tell me that Prince wasn't one of the best ever. You ain't gonna tell me he wasn't one of the goats. That kind of thing. Somebody might have came along and said, to me, he wasn't good. I didn't like his songs, and I don't care what instruments he played. He didn't play any of them all that well. Oh, wait a minute, you might have a fight on your hands. Somebody might have said that Michael Jackson wasn't one of the greatest entertainers ever, or wasn't deserving of the title of being king of pop. Oh, we gonna have a fight on our hands. Or somebody might have said that James Brown really didn't pave the way for artists like Michael Jackson, or he wasn't better than artists like Elvis. Oh, we got a fight on our hands. Or somebody might have told you, somebody might have told you that the movie Crush Groove was corny. That the movie Crush Groove was corny. That the movie Crush Groove was wait. All right, Crush Groove might not have been the best movie ever, but you got to understand, when I was 14, when I was 15, when I was 13, when I was 12, whatever the case may be, whatever age you were, Crush Groove was the movie to go see. That's the movie that me and all of my friends were on our way to see. And when we saw LL break out and be like, my radio, believe me, I like it. Like, come on now, you know. And we was in the movie theater like, oh, yeah. That was back in the day when you would participate in a movie. It ain't like today. It ain't like today. You know how it is today. It costs so much to go to the movies and all of that. People better shut up while you in the movies, because you ain't trying to miss none of the movies. They can't rewind it back. We in the age of being able to rewind, and they still don't do it at the movies. You understand what I mean? So somebody might have said that because you like a movie like Crush Groove, because you like the movie like The Last Dragon, because you like the movie like Breaking. Let me move it up a little bit more current. It doesn't have to be a hip hop movie, but shoot, because you like the movie like Drumline, or because you like the movie like, you know, some musical or some dance. Belly, that's a good one. Like, you like Belly? Come on, man. You know the acting in Belly was trash, and it was. But there were just some things about the movie Belly that might have captured you, because it was like a long ass music video. If nothing else, it might have caught you out there. So, you know, did we get a little bougie? Did we get a little bougie when it comes to the music that we listen to? The movies that we, movies that we like, the artists that we think are good, the selections, our selections. Sometimes might make us a little stuck up. You know what I mean? Shoot, I might have to fix my posture in my chair to this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit up straight for the rest of this show. So while we get this under control. You understand what I'm talking about? Your stuck up music and movie choices. Your stuck up musical and movie choices. Speaking of musical, how many of y'all out there like musicals? You know, musicals. The first time I saw, Saturday Night Fever didn't get me, but Grease did. I was a young boy when Saturday Night Fever came out. What was that, like 1976, 1977? You know what I mean? When Grease came out, we go together like flama lama lama, a shiggity boom de boom. I was sold on musicals from, kids like to sing along. From the time we in nursery school to kindergarten, we learn a lot of our lessons. We are taught many of the things that we are shown to be important through song. It's an easy way to teach children. So when we see musicals, we like them. As we get older, some of us, we leave the musical game alone. We might get too cool for school. We too cool to be listening to be liking musicals. Well, Saturday Night Fever was a musical. Grease was a musical. Crush Groove was a musical. Shoot, in some ways, Beat Street was even. But breaking was. Rapping what? But speaking of movies like breaking and rapping, both of those movies had I know one of them had Mario Van Peebles in it. Now somebody like Mario Van Peebles. You might think that he's a pretty good actor and he's played in a lot of movies and stuff like that on one side, and on the other side you might say that every movie that he plays in is garbage because he's a garbage actor, and maybe you feel like he was only ever casted because he was light skinned, kind of curly hair, whatever, but you might not have thought he was really all that good looking for a light skinned dude. He was just a Hollywood light skinned dude. You know how it go. Sort of like Ray Dong Chong. She wasn't that cute. She was okay, but she wasn't that cute. And the movies that she played in a lot of times wasn't that good. She wasn't really all that good. And that's an opinion of mine. To somebody else, they might have been like, no, Ray Dong Chong is the truth, dog. What you talking about? Love me some Ray Dong Chong. Don't front on Ray Dong Chong. So, we might get a little bougie with it. We get a little judgmental with our musical choices and our movie choices. Our entertainment choices often define how we see the world. And don't get me started on people who listen to jazz, blues, classical. Don't get me started on people who listen to jazz, blues, classical, because they often know of an underground set and sect of musicians and music that is not mainstream. So you know how you watch the Grammys and they have all these categories and these singers, these artists, these musicians that you never heard of, and they be winning awards. Those are those jazz enthusiasts, those blues enthusiasts, those classical enthusiasts. Yeah, those are, people who listen to foreign music. So let's get into it and get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve, y'all. This is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to share this show. I need y'all to like the show. Hit that like button. Like. Do a hard like. And subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, push that notification bell. And we gonna do it to death. And we gonna do it very well. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. The Daily Go Getimism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also tonight on this Throwback Thursday. Let's get real about relationships Thursday. We are talking about your stuck up musical and movie choices. Let's get it popping. What's good? What y'all talking about with my people at? With my people at? What you're looking at? What you're listening to? How we gonna set it off? How we gonna do? What? Oh, y'all talking. Y'all talking tonight. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all ain't just talking to each other. Y'all talking. Somebody saying something. Somebody saying something. A lot of times I don't be having no comments. You know, having real comments. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Start talking about music and movies. Like, whoa. What you trying to say? Oh, what you trying to say? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know I get stuck up when it comes to my, what I like musically and theatrically. I know. I show no shame. T. Carey Wright says, man, this show title makes me feel judged. Good. That's right. I'm gonna say it in the mic. Say it in the mic. Carol said, Taki, I thought it was just me. Good. Good. All right. Stacy White says, I love music. That's what's up. T. Carey writes, are you bougie anyway? No, I am not. No, I am not. Possibly. At times. At times. Stacy says, you cannot judge a certain type of music you listen to and you hang around that person. Oh, no? Oh, no? Well, if you riding in my car, you ain't listening to that bullshit. What up, my brother Ansel Jones? My brother Ansel Jones and my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. What's up, y'all? Norris says, my diverse taste in music may be seen as snobby. It's going to. You know, people look at you funny when you know a lot of different things. But especially when it comes to music. And it's so funny, Norris. It's so funny when when you come across somebody who asks you about some mainstream artist that they think that everybody knows or should know. Like, let's say, you know, a Nicki Minaj, a Drake, a Cardi B, a Young Thug, a Lil Nas X, maybe even a Keisha Cole or how do you say her name? SZA, Zaz, whatever you know, however you pronounce that, or you know, K Michelle or somebody. You know, they might expect you to know their new song, their new cut. You know what I mean? Or maybe have even seen their video. And you, even though you may not have anything against those artists, you may not be up on their artistry or their releases or their music. It might not be your thing. You may not have anything against them personally, but it might not be your thing. Maybe if somebody puts it on, you might start grooving to it like, oh, who that? Oh, shoot, I thought, you know, these new artists out there, I thought they was garbage. This John is all right. Hey, get that shit on rewind. Let me download that thing on my Spotify or something like that. But you know, they expect you to know these artists or know what's going on. And it makes it a little bit tougher when, you know, we're older. So sometimes people in our generation who still have their foot in the younger generation, they coming to us like, you know, I like Cardi B. I'm like, look, man, you can't be my age or around my age and come to me, you know, talking about you like no Cardi B. I'm going to get mad bougie on you. I am, because I'm going to be like, if for nothing else, if for no other reason, she sets a poor example to the youth. I can't have my babies listening to no Cardi B. She talking about robbing drug dealers. She talking about dancing on the pole. She talking about being a hoe. I can't. She talking about wet ass pussy and all. I can't. Nah, nah. I can't do the Cardi. So yeah, to somebody who's into that kind of thing, I'm going to seem stuck up to them. Like, no, I'm not listening to nothing like that. Like, I'll listen to a J. Cole. I'll listen to a Big Sean. Somebody, you know, some younger cats like that. The Weeknd is one of my favorite artists. I mean, he might be my favorite artist at this moment. But you start getting into certain mainstream artists, and I'm gonna get a little bougie on you. I'm gonna start catching a little attitude. You know what I mean? When you quite recently, they asked the boy Michael B. Jordan who he thought the greatest rapper of all time was. And he said Drake. And I was like, I couldn't be mad at it. I mean, I totally disagree, but I couldn't be mad at it because he could have made way worse choices. He could have said something like one of the Lils or one of the Youngs. Young this, Lil that, Young this. He could have said Young Thug. He could have said Lil Yachty or somebody like that. And I would have been like, come on, man. Young people today really like that pop feel in their music. Drake offers that. He sings, he raps, but at least he can get lyrical. At least he can drop it. He can ride the beat. At least he, for this generation, all right. I disagree, but shoot, I have a few of Drake's albums. At least he can make a decent song. But I get it. I get it. All right, hold on. Let me go down some of y'all comments. Let me see what y'all talking about tonight. All right. So, boy, build and destroy. Well. See a topic like this. Yeah, oh no, I know. I see what's happening now. Okay. All right. She says, I work at VU, but I work at VU Law. Yeah. What she's saying, for those of y'all who don't know, VU is Villanova University. But wait a minute. She doesn't just work at Villanova University. She works at Villanova University, the law school. So hold on, y'all undergrad folks. Y'all little undergrad, snotty nose, young, don't know what they doing, might be dropping out of school, flunking out and all of that. You know what I mean? Y'all cornball undergrad teachers with your low-level PhD, ain't got no real career yet. Teacher's assistant having ass. I'm done. I'm done. Carol Chamberlain says, not at all, Norris. It's unique to you. Okay. Norris says, how about the acting in I'm About It? Okay. All right, Norris. Since you did that, I'm gonna do this. What would you rather? What would you choose between I'm About It or what was the God damn it? What was the Cash Money Records movie? Damn it! It was on the tip of my tongue. All right. Baller blocking. What would you choose between I'm About It or baller blocking? Now I don't know if you saw baller blocking, but evidently you saw I'm About It. Now the acting in I'm About It was terrible. But at least it was made on a cheap budget before any of the record labels had blown up and all of that. And I'm About It spurned a bunch of other movies from No Limit Records that got better as they progressed. So, but what would you rather have? Baller blocking or I'm About It? Because baller blocking, it was like, oh gosh. Mm. Baller blocking, baby. Okay. Yeah, the acting in I'm About It was terrible. But was it as bad as Belly? Belly was made with a bigger budget, but the acting, woo-wee. Belly had some good scenes in it though. The Jamaican boy. But when T-Boz said it was when she was giving her police report or something, she said, it was these niggas. I was like, let us pray. They wrote that? It was these niggas. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, T-Boz. I wasn't ready. Okay. T. Carrie Wright says, I'm a movie bougie. She said, I am movie bougie. I don't watch Are We There Yet or Norbit. I'm glad you said that. Because that's when we start getting stuck up. That's when we start getting stuck up. Movies like Norbit, movies like what did you say? Are We There Yet? Movies like Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Movies like Big Mama's House. Movies like, I don't want to say Life. I don't want to say Life. That's not exactly in that category. Life was more like, it was supposed to be a comedy. I don't know how. It was one of the saddest movies I ever saw. It was like the Black Gilligan's Island. I couldn't stand Life. But yeah, I understand why a lot of people don't like black comedies of that ilk, because it's the same plot, it's the same characters, the same actors. It's like it was all written. They were all written by the same writer. That's the way it seems. And they appeal to a certain sect of black people. We all run out to see them whack ass movies. And yeah, I think they whack. And that might make me movie bougie. But I don't care. The movies be ass. Straight ass. But to the people who like them, they love them. Tyler Perry movies. You black people are very separated by whether they like Tyler Perry movies or not. Whether they like Tyler Perry's work, whether you're talking about movies, TV, plays, whatever. There's something very consistent about people who like Tyler Perry's work. Is it okay for us to look down on people like that? Probably not. Is it going to stop us from doing it? Probably not. Probably. N-O-T. He can't make no movies for me, baby. Yo, man. Your stuck-up movie and musical choices. What do y'all know? What you know? All right. And so Jones says, my teens and 20s built my personality. I'll say. Carol Chambers says, at Taki, I watched them both, but I have to admit they weren't that good to me, in my humble opinion. Shoot, you ain't got to say in my humble opinion, Carol. Your opinion is valid, whether you like them or not. It's a choice. But sometimes our choice make us a little. It tells the story about us. It tells a little story about how cultured we are, what we've been exposed to. You know, how we've been taught, steered, reared, coached. TK Wright says, I listen to classical music. I get annoyed by most romantic comedies and will watch foreign films or dramas like The English Patient. Yeah, I'm bougie. Yeah, that's pretty bougie. Pretty bougie. Pretty bougie. Pretty. TK Wright says, Mario Frank equals Frankenstein. Carol Chandler says, Taki, that makes you well-rounded, not bougie. No, Carol. I think that's bougie. That's bougie. I think it's bougie. I think it's a little boo. I think it's a little boo. That's a little boo. Savoy says, She loves musicals. I can dig it. I mean, a good musical, a well put together musical, will have you coming out of theater like, yeah. But and you know, hold on. Let's take a second out. Let's take a second to think about that. How many? What was the last movie that you left the theater saying, "Yo, that joint was dope, boy. That was that shit." It's been so long. I don't go to the movies very much anymore. But the movies that the last movies, I swear, and this is going back, the last movies that I remember leaving the theater saying, "Yo, that joint was that shit was all right." Set It Off. Set It Off had me hype. It did. It did. And the other movie that I really was hyped after I saw, Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents had me like, because I didn't expect that with Dead Presidents. When I went to go see Dead Presidents, I didn't know what to expect. But what I got was like, woo. Now, some people might say, no, that's how I felt after The Matrix. I've seen The Matrix about 3 or 4 times. I still ain't seen The Matrix. I can't get into it. For some reason, I can't see it. I can't memorize the characters. I can't remember shit. I keep watching The Matrix, trying to see The Matrix. I can't see The Matrix. But I saw Dead Presidents. I saw Dead Presidents. I was like, yo, that shit was high. Ooh, that shit was dope. That shit was dope. What was the last movie you saw that made you feel like, yo, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What was the last movie? What's the last? And maybe that wasn't the last movie, but those two movies were close together. And when I saw them in the movies, and they definitely had a positive impact on me. It made me hype. Shoot, I like most Spike Lee movies. Like I liked Clockers. I like all Spike Lee movies almost. I didn't like Drop Squad. That shit was, I don't know what the hell that was. But he only produced that movie. He didn't direct it. And it showed. Carol says, "What's wrong with jazz and such? Nothing. Nothing wrong with jazz. Nothing wrong with any of your musical tastes. But the thing is, your musical tastes have a lot to do with how you view other people's musical tastes." I remember this girl I knew. She thought she was the shit because she didn't like Beyonce. I was like, well, you got to do more than just not like Beyonce. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, do I look like somebody who would listen to Beyonce? And I was like, I'm not into Beyonce, but I don't see anything wrong with liking songs by Beyonce. A good song is a good song. She was like, no, somebody like me wouldn't listen to no music like that. And I was like, what kind of music would somebody like you listen to? And she had I remember she introduced me to this artist named I bought the damn CD. I don't think I bought it at her urging. I bought it because I buy music. Um Harvest, something Harvest. Leon okay, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was her name? Uh hold on. fucking name. Anyway, she thought she was the shit because she listened to that. And I was like, I understand what you see in that artist, but she's not that good. Like her songs just not that good. But you couldn't tell this chick nothing because she listened to this. What was it? Eliane Harvey. Man, that got me thinking about this shit. Hold on, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. I know how to find it too. Let's see. Leanne LaHarvest. Leanne LaHarvest. That's who it was. Leanne LaHarvest. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of her. She had a couple of good songs on the album, but it wasn't that great. But I can see why this girl was so bougie on her shit. She figured like, yeah, I ain't listening to that mainstream type pop type shit. I'm like, the artist shit ain't that good. You never heard of her, Carol? Yeah, Leanne LaHarvest. You can check out her, Google her. How you spell her name? I'm spell her name. LIANNE LaHarvest. I'll write it in the comments. What up, Mia? And Harvest. Yeah. So yeah, she really thought she was kicking some shit because she listened to that artist. I'm like, I don't care who you are. I don't do the name recognition thing. To me, your shit is either good or it's alright, or it sucks, or sucks. Okay. Yeah, y'all talking today. Y'all talking. I ain't even gonna be able to read all y'all shit. I can see that. Savoy to myself. Watch yourself, Omar, talking about the jazz. Listen, people who listen to jazz and don't listen to other forms of music be swearing that they doing something. They be swearing like people who listen to jazz will tell you something like, maybe you might not be mature enough to appreciate this music. I'm like, listen, Pops or Granny, I'm not going to get into all of that. I'm not doing this with you. You know what I'm saying? All jazz ain't good. All jazz ain't bad. All hip hop ain't good. All hip hop ain't bad. All pop music ain't good. All pop music ain't bad. So don't tell me that you up here because you listen to jazz or classical, which are Johann Sebastian Bach ass listening to motherfucking that. You know what I mean? Don't get on me because I might like a little, I don't know, 2 Chainz or some shit. I don't like 2 Chainz, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, a couple of songs. But we get bougie. Jazz enthusiasts get bougie. Well, have you ever heard of such and such? No, I have not heard of such and such. You know why I haven't heard of such and such? Because they don't have no songs on the radio. And I don't even listen to the radio. But they don't have no songs that I like or that I know. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, jazz is the bedrock, laid the bedrock for rock and roll, rock music, R&B, rhythm and blues. It was all jazz first. Remember, jazz was the hip hop of the turn of the century in the 1920s and all of that. It was like, oh no, you can't listen to that jazz. And jazz make you take your clothes off, make you wear short dresses and pull out your titty. That was what jazz was considered to be. What was considered to do back in the day. So every form of music has its term. You know. Yeah, you bring up certain artists, and people might start looking at you funny, or you might start looking at other people funny. Sometimes it seems warranted. And TK right telling me to put on my glasses. Man, I ain't gotta do nothing. Matter of fact, shoot, some of y'all stuff I can't read with the glasses on. But it's all right though. No, it says I would like to own a radio station where I can go from old Ice-T to Police to I can dig it. I mean, when you think about how many artists have come out over the years, and if you traveled the world a little bit, you know, like if you ever gone to Europe or Asia or Africa, you're gonna hear artists that sing in English that you've never heard of before. You'd be like, yo, how come I never hear this in the United States? Shit that you might not even be able to find on any of these music platforms and stuff like that. And they might be really famous where they're from. All right. TK Wright says, I hear that it's pronounced SZA. Makes sense to me. Is it SZA? SZA. Such a three-letter word that we can't pronounce. Ain't that crazy? Carol says, so boy, my brother-in-law plays sax and piano in a jazz group. Live jazz is dope to watch. It's live. It's live. Any live performance is really good, but a live jazz performance will have you into that shit. Like Jimbo is over here on the bass. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Sel Jones says, "Wop, wash a plate." Stacey White says, "Some gospel people love judging secular music. Hang around that person they judge, and I believe is good morals and corrupt bad company." Okay, yeah, but look. We all know that church people have long been against any other music except for gospel music. But look, now a lot of gospel music is a little sexy, if you ask me. I don't know. When I watch a Mary video, I'd be like, I like that Mary, but I kind of like the other Mary. But I like Mary music. Mary music. Yolanda Adams, too. Even when Kelly Price do a thing, you know what I'm saying? But gospel is a combination of jazz, blues. Yep. Gospel is a lot of blues when you really think about it. Gospel is the bedrock of blues music. Making a joyful noise unto the Lord. A joyful noise unto the Lord. Now they in church twerking and shit. And so says, the verses gave me flashbacks of my childhood. I'm a young 41. Which verses? The verses between who and who? Who and who? Okay. Okay. Mia says, I don't believe it's an adult rap artist's job to be a role model to children. Mm, I do. I do. I think that anything you put out there in the universe, you have a responsibility to um take into account what the power of your words will convey or inspire people to think and do. So yeah, I do. Because millions of kids are watching what you do. And so those videos and those songs and stuff like that, them records, we are in that age where everything seems like it's possible because everything is in a video now. So it's hard to separate fact from fiction, reality from fantasy. It's hard. It's harder. Even full grown adults are not doing so good at it. Oh, oh, Carol brought up the Clef Club. Man, I ain't been to the Clef Club since the early 2000s. I didn't even know they still had the Clef Club going on. Okay, that's what's up. Mia says, even though children will hear music as parents, we try to keep them from out keep them from them as our parents did us. It's up to parents to safeguard our children as much as possible. The parents are lost in the same shit the kids are though. That's part of the problem. I mean, a lot of our parents, I mean, if our parents were, if they came up or were adults in like the 60s and all of that, they might have been into that free love shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, every era had its problems with the music and the genre. There were groupies in every era. There were groupies in every era. So our parents our parents succumb to the same type of energy that we succumb to, just at a different time. Okay, TK right says, I'm so bougie that I have no idea what he's talking about. Oh, Baller Block and it. Yeah. Well, those were little hood movies that Cash Money Records, y'all know Cash Money Records had Lil Wayne, um, Juvenile, um, Turk, and what was the other one? BG. Remember, come on now. Y'all knew who the Cash Money Ballers, Cash Money Millionaires were. Baby and them. And of course, Master P was Silk the Shocker and all of them cats. Um, they both made movies. They were both from the projects in New Orleans, and they both had extremely successful record companies, and they made movies. So that's what I was talking about then. You said I haven't heard of any of those movies other than Belly, and don't even remember what Belly was about. I understand. Carol says, Mia, I grew up listening to Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Sarah Vaughan, etc., and I still like their music. I could dig it. Uh, Mia says, my children grew up listening to old school music from the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. They listen to that to this day, and today's music is a turn off to them. That's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. I couldn't imagine being a young person and not being into young people's stuff. I mean, when we were younger, we were listening to music that wasn't really our genre, wasn't from our era. Like, we were listening to all that Motown stuff. That wasn't our era. It wasn't our era. But we could still listen to the new music that was coming up. So it's surprising that young people today wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, shoot, every era, I believe that every era should have their own shit. They should they should believe in what they are doing. It's their time. Like I can't do what my parents did in their time. That was their time. That's why I love hip hop, because I'm like, that was our shit. We made that. We built that. We put that on the map. So whatever form of hip hop, what I mean? I can't be mad at the young kids now for liking what they like today. Why not? This is their time. Carol says, I understand that, Mia. I'm turned off by most of today's music. Love the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and some of the 90s. I felt mentally violated after seeing white chicks. That's what Nora said. Yeah. Ugh. When we talk about your stuck up musical and movie choices, what we're really saying is everything ain't for everybody. And it's not. Everything ain't for everybody, and it don't have to be. It does not have to be. Okay. So, yeah, man, when we talk about just stuck up musical and movie choices, I mean, what we're really saying is I like what I like. And if you don't know what I like, or you're not aware of the type of music or movies that I like, you might not be on my level, or you may think that you're on a higher level than I am. Some people like foreign films. There's some foreign films that I know that are good. But some people like foreign films, so they'll, like in Philadelphia, they'll go down to the Ritz movie theater and watch one of the foreign films. You might even have to watch it in subtitles. Somebody who does that, somebody who enjoys that, may be really, really deep into movies that way. They may be deep, deep, deep into theater. And you know how it is when you're dealing with the perspective from an artist perspective. So if you're a singer, if you're an artist, whatever, you're going to be exposed to selections that the general public is not going to know about. So you're going to have a deeper understanding and a different perspective about certain music and certain artistry that other people may not be into. But I say just introduce somebody to what your world consists of. Stop trying to alienate people because they don't know what you know or like what you like. Introduce them to things that you think are good. Help them out. Make a new fan. You may find that because you made some new fans, now you have somebody to kick it with. Like, for example, that's my problem with battle rap. Hey, I am 52 years old and I love battle rap, but I don't. When I watch battle rap shows, I don't have anybody to watch them with. I mean, really watch them with who knows the battlers, knows the backstories and stuff like that. I don't have anybody that I can be like, you remember when he did this to this, or she blah blah blah, and they jumped in, and this cornball. Yeah, I don't have nobody like that. Like women that I've dealt with, they like battle rap, but they ain't into battle rap. Like, that's my thing. But shoot, it would be nice if it wasn't my thing. Like, if it could be everyone's thing. Even people I work with, I'll be like, you ever listen to battle rap? They'd be like, oh yeah, I listen to it once or twice. One thing is for sure, you ain't gonna be able to be bougie because you listen to battle rap. That's not gonna happen. Nar says, what about British comedy like Benny Hill? I never thought it was good. I remember Benny Hill very well, but I didn't think it was good. You know, all that. Like, what are you doing? I ain't like it. And I've seen other British comedy, and I've seen it be very good. Shoot, when I went to London, I went to go see a few plays, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is good shit." Uh, Mia asks, have y'all heard of Baby Rose? Her voice is very unique. Okay. Oh, Kareem Bailey Ray. Oh, hell yeah. But she fell off when her husband OD'd, and so it came out that they was both heroin users, and she kind of fell. But she made records after that. She's a very good artist. To me, she was like the more modern age Sade when you think about it. They both had that little problem with the needle. With the needle. T. Gary Wright says Kareem is okay. I saw her live and can't listen to her for a long time. I can understand. Just like a star in the sky. Just like okay. Okay. Well, one thing is for sure. Active go-getters are very bougie. That's what I've gotten from this thread today. Evidently, many of y'all are open to new things, new artists, new experiences, but y'all bougie in your own right because y'all all think that y'all right. And it could be the case that you are all right, but you're all bougie. Baller blocking. I'm about it. I don't know what you are talking about. What theater were those movies playing in? They went straight to DVD. That's probably why y'all never heard of them. They did. Both of those movies were straight to DVD. Straight to DVD? Oh, oh, low budget trash. Well, wasn't Coming to America Part 2 straight to DVD? Yes, but it was Eddie Murphy. And it was a remake of a classic. Coming to America. Him and Simi. Carol says, no, we are not bougie, Omar. I think you are. I do. It's over. So what are these DVDs you speak of? Remember, there was a such thing as a DVD. It was a small silver disc, and it had information on it. When you put it into the player, you would see a clear movie, high resolution theatrical performance. And the DVD sound was impeccable. Man, let me do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious. By the way, they need to bring back DVDs. We need DVDs back. I said, for real, man. We need to bring DVDs back. They keep getting rid of good shit. They got rid of albums, so we would have to buy CDs. Then they got rid of CDs, so we would have to download off the internet, MP3s. Now I mean, it seems like they want to get rid of MP3s. What did they get rid of DVDs for? What a DVD? How did a DVD hurt anybody? It was good. Look at this. Mia says, no, we don't. DVDs getting the damn way and dusty. I want to own my movies. Just like with CDs. I want to own my goddamn CD. I want to have it in my hand and be able to take it over here. Like, listen, do you want to listen to my CD? I have a new CD. Look, we have a book. Look, this artist. Look at all of the things in this jacket. Online, you don't get to know artists anymore. And you can't deny that. We don't get to know the artists anymore because we don't have anything in our hands. We got to look up everybody. That's why we don't even know who produced records anymore. We don't see the credits. Yeah, look, she wrote, look the artist up. No, give me my goddamn physical CD. Well, okay, let me ask you this. For people who still buy music, if there are any of us left, it doesn't cost any money to download a musical track. So why does it cost just as much to download it as it does for the physical copy? At least with the physical copy, you had to pay for the booklet, you had to pay for the jacket, the what did they used to call, the jacket? The jacket was the album cover. But whoever made the album cover, you had to pay for that. It was overhead. You don't have to pay for none of that online. None of that. So why does the music cost so much? Bring back the goddamn CDs and the DVDs. Make it make sense. Because right now it doesn't make any sense. It's overpriced garbage. It's like when you have to pay a service fee for when you pay your bills online. Why? So you mean to tell me that my paper bills that you send me in the mail, if I send my payment in, I don't have to pay anything. But if I go online where nobody has to pay for lights, a stamp, an envelope, typing, printing, none of that, I got to pay $2, $1.75 more. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think so. And you say because you have to pay a third party that processes the payment. So you feeding into that bullshit? They've convinced you that. Oh, okay. They haven't convinced me. It's free. It's free. If anything, it should be cheaper to pay online. So they're going to charge you. They're going to overcharge you with the bank charges. Charges you because of your credit card. Not going for it. Human labor costs way more than that credit card charge. Not going for it. Okay, number one out the box. Okay, well, hold on. First of all, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious March 9th. And they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Nikki Kegler. Happy birthday to you. And Arshella V. Parham. Happy birthday to you. And Dion Johnson, turning 42 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Corinne Davis, turning 37 years old. Happy birthday to you. And Belinda Lynn, turning 62 years old today. And Yalisa Cruz, turning 36 years old today. And Christine Floyd, turning 45 years old today. And James Jones, turning 67 years old today. And my man Vaughn Bird, happy birthday to you. And Selena Balmer, happy birthday to you. And my girl Alicia Harris, turning 58 years old today. And last but not least, my main man Kevin G. Dukes. My man go-getter Kevin G. Dukes. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious March 9th. I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on, do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do the thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, your musical choices, your movie choices, the things of the thing. Oh, you know what? We didn't even get into TV. We didn't even get into TV because we probably would have had to get into whether you even watch TV anymore or not. But I get it. I understand. Whatever choices that you make, those choices are yours. But I would encourage, I can't demand or tell you what to do, but I would encourage you to open it up. If somebody doesn't know some of the choices that you have or some of the selections that you make, introduce them to them. If they don't like them, then they don't like them. That won't have any impact on what you like. But you may learn some things from them and be able to learn some new things that you like. It's not going to make you a better person, though. I know. It's not going to make you a better person. Well-rounded, yeah, but you might still be an asshole. Or you still might not be a very likable person, or you might still be a little nerd. You're a little nerd, you're a geek, you're a dweeb. But at least you can put on your headphones and zone out. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another Daily Go Get It show. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. So Blog Talk. I'ma get you out of here. Yeah. Okay, and for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers.